good song that if they remember has.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 13 of the DCUO Project Podcast. We are back again. We are live on Twitch TV. We are also on, you can also download us on iTunes. Tonight we are joined again by my co-host Glenn. We've got Kaiser from the Contract Killers, PlayStation 3 US Server Villain League, same league I'm in. And we've got Crappy Heels from the Lifted Research Group. I'm Count Chocula, and we have a special guest with us tonight. We weren't sure if he was going to make it or not. It is SmileB4Death. He is joining us from... Are you from London, or we just call you from the UK?
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, I'm actually from London, but I live in Essex. You guys wouldn't know that, but...
Come on, man, I know right where that is.
Oh, dude, like,
no.
He is.
We already got people saying stuff in the chat. That is way more activity.
Normally, somebody stumbles on. Somebody stumbles on about maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock.
The name alone brought people to the podcast. I knew this was a good idea.
Well, that's why I hit him on YouTube today. I was like, we're starting to get a little bit of a following. We're not up with the source cast quite yet. They're a little too good for us. Whatever.
Don't you mean the we just bitch about PvP cast?
I thought that was the Blue Immunity Hour.
Yeah, well, they apparently complained enough to where Blue Immunity is getting nerfed. We already talked about that, so...
Listen, usually when I fire tank, I use Amazonian deflection.
Really?
Come on, man.
You only take the ads, don't you?
See, I don't think Smiles onto our little inside jokes about our little jabs that we take at the other podcasts. I think you know who we're talking about. So, but anyway, thanks for joining us tonight, Smile. Like I said,
that's all right.
Smile has a YouTube channel, DCUO Commentary. I think if you're watching the stream, I've got a few things I can bring up. Like there's your YouTube channel, and I took a snapshot from your introduction, your new introduction for your YouTube channel on there.
Oh, that, yeah.
So you can check him out at DCUO Commentary. So
yeah. Hey guys.
But anyway, while we got you on the show, I wanted to ask you a few questions about your YouTube channel.
Yeah, sure.
Just how many hours do you put in a week?
Oh God. Well, I don't officially work, but it's like a job. I put like 9 to 10 hours a day into it.
Wow.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get up at probably about 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and then I'm on the laptop editing, getting the footage, commentary, everything. So it's probably maybe more hours, but it's going to pay off in time to come.
Oh,
so
big
it's
time.
Worth it.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, his channel is one of the fastest growing DCUO related channels. I mean, you do other games as well. You do The Last of Us and some other games as well, but mainly your channel's focused on DC Universe.
DC, yeah.
But so you put in about 7 or 8 hours a day. So basically, it's kind of your full-time job.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I say to my girlfriend I'm gonna go do some videos, she'll be like, oh, "Okay, go to work." I'm like, "Okay."
That's the life right there.
You're giving Shock ideas.
See, well, no. I tried that with my wife, and she goes, "No, you get a real job." Because I saw your YouTube check, and it ain't cutting it, big boy. That's basically what she said.
See, that's how you tell who's in charge.
You should just tell her to get a better job. Be like, listen, I need to just... I got DC to play. I don't have time to be working.
Okay, Crappy. This is coming from a single guy. Okay.
That's because my last girlfriend, she couldn't stand the PlayStation. Man, I could put my headset on and she couldn't look at me for 3 days.
Yeah,
I'd be like, what is wrong with you? I'd be like, seriously? She'd be like, that totally turns me off. And so the one day I snuck into bed with the headset on, and I gave her a kiss goodnight. She leaned over. She almost hit me so hard. I was like, oh my God. It's like, I'm just kidding.
So, serious question. How many of the systems did she break? You went through 2, 3, 20.
Oh my God. I would only play when she went to bed. She goes to bed early. She go to bed at like 9 o'clock and shit, so. And I'd turn it on. I'd be a nice guy, not play while she was awake since she hated it so much. I don't even know why she hated it so much, though. It's crazy.
Wow.
Woman's hatred toward video games was nuts. Like, I would have to put everything in the entertainment center, so, like, you couldn't even see the PlayStation or anything. Like, God forbid if my controller was sitting on the coffee table and she saw that during the day, she'd kick it right off the table. I'd be like, listen, this is $50. I'm like, don't kick it off the table. You could buy me a new one.
It is crazy because I've had arguments with my girlfriend and she actually picked up my PS3 controller. It's a brand new controller. She went, really? Really? She went, smash! I was like, no! But throughout the whole argument, I didn't give a shit what she said until she picked up that PS3 controller.
And all of a sudden, time stops. Yeah, like,
yeah.
No.
My ex was washing the dishes, and I just
PS3 controllers aren't freaking cheap.
No, they're not. They're expensive. Yeah.
I wanted to clean my controller because, like, I don't know, they get a little dirty once in a while. Sometimes you fucking eat some food and touching it. So I'd bring my controller out to the kitchen, and the old lady, she's washing dishes, and I was just gonna wipe it off with like a sponge or a little baby wipe or something. She slides it right into the sink as soon as I turn around. I was like, "You bitch!" I was like, "Are you serious?" You're lucky I got a couple of these because that was back in the Call of Duty era. You play Call of Duty, you're going through controllers. You need to have a backup.
But at least, Smile, you have a home situation where you can put that many hours into the YouTube, and that's good. That's a good thing.
So, well, I find my inspiration from PewDiePie. I don't know if you know him at all.
From
yeah,
who?
PewDiePie.
Yeah.
PewDiePie, something like that.
I think it's PewDiePie, like you said, but
Yeah,
he's pretty popular.
Well, like he said, he started off with nothing, and then he's got people waiting for him at the airport. I want that. I want to get off the plane, and like people like, SmileB4Death, sign my shirt. I'm like, oh, okay then, I want that. Super Patriot would be like, sign my nipples. No.
Oh, God.
I picture him some really big fat dude.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Smile did put a picture. There is a video. I think it's an IGN video from Greg Miller where he actually did have a video call of Super Patriot, which I have nothing against the guy. I have no problem, but it actually showed him, and I think Smile. Smile. It's no big secret that him and Smile, have had a beef for a while. Kind of a YouTube beef. But he put a picture of him with like a picture of a Burger King Whopper, like above his head or something.
That's awesome.
Well, I just thought it was funny, but anyway,
I've seen videos of him using Amazonian deflection. Seriously? Come on now.
That is crazy.
They give you tank power.
That would just give me the opportunity to get my power back. Do a few combos, get my power back, have a snack, watch him standing there blocking.
Have a snack. But for your YouTube channel, I noticed you do you average about 2 videos a day, don't you?
Yeah, it's important to keep people interested.
That's probably the best. If someone asked me what advice to start a new YouTube channel, you would be definitely one person I would send them to. It's like, man, you make videos, just make videos every day, which is something I don't do. It's something I was doing a couple of months ago, but I've been kind of busy. But I don't know if it's the same with you, but I just get like a block sometimes. It's not easy to do the voice over. of some
Oh
of the-
yes, it's so hard.
It is hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you run out of shit to talk about eventually. You know what I mean?
that
Wait,
stuff
how would
can
you know,
turn you
Cap? You
mad.
put music over everything.
Yeah, I don't need to talk. My gameplay explains itself. People die and I heal them. You know,
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
Well, they died
remember-
more than you healed, but that's besides the point.
I remember
I
when
make-
Nexus first
Right.
come out, right? And I had to, obviously I wanted to record it. So 5 times, yes, 5 times I recorded like 10 minutes of the same shit. And then in the end, I thought, I'll give up. I can't repeat this commentary 6 times
Right.
now.
Yeah, I hear you. I had a problem recording Nexus. I still haven't recorded the final one, the final half of the raid. It's just it's really hard to comment. Do you do your commentary while you're playing, or do you do a voiceover after?
So I do both.
You do
depending
both?
on the
Okay.
group I'm in, you know.
It's very hard to do it while you're playing and keep on topic and keep on point. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
you're
definitely.
you're gonna have to edit the thing anyway. If you say your group has a wipe or something goes wrong, you know what I mean? It's just hard.
Say what
Well-
you mean, Ninja Batman.
I made my
Well-
character the smallest character on the game, so Ninja Batman, maybe I could hide and he won't see me. Change my size to midget. Not even fucking joking, I did. I'm a midget now.
Well, the funniest video I did once is I went into Prime Battleground with a pug group, and I wanted to do a commentary how to do Prime Battleground. It actually turned out how not to do Prime Battleground.
Did you put that up? That's,
Yeah, I did actually.
So you
I
pugged
remember
it
that
going.
one.
It's probably not good to pug it if you're going to do an how-to, like a breakdown. You know.
But you figure, people should learn how to do Prime by now. God.
Well,
Yeah, that was
you
funny.
know, some YouTubers are way behind. You know. We're not going to mention any names, but
I tank Prime as a healer. I don't know how. Like, we go in there, no tank, and I just tank it. I put dual wield on, I nature tank. It's easy. Like, now that you T5, I could just stand there and he can't kill me or anybody else just with a heal over time. It's so easy.
You'd be surprised with people, they can't still do it. It's just crazy.
oh, I know. It's like, well, you're getting to the point where a lot of the newer players are just now running Prime, even though it's been out for what, a month, a year and 2 months or something like that.
Yeah, year and 2 months, because Battle for Earth was like March
Right.
2012.
Right. So.
I can't believe that's been a year.
And I used to love
Freaking
Prime.
year.
Yep. A year and 3 months, and there's just there's a lot of players that are just now just getting into Prime.
I feel so freaking old.
I know. This one time I tanked Prime and I only tanked the ads.
Okay, Trax.
And that was probably the tentacles on the sides, isn't it?
And I didn't even tank them all. Just a couple of them, If one was too far away from me, I wouldn't even go grab it. I was like, out of my reach.
What we're talking about, Smile, is Trex's video where he just put up a Prime video where he's a fire tank, and I guess his league told him to go tank the ads. So he's over in the corner like fighting Sunstone Sentries like one-on-one.
The bosses are just going crazy. Meta's running around in the middle of the map and shit.
Like, go on, son, you can do it.
I mean, no, he's a good guy though.
But you don't
You know
even
what I
need
mean?
a tank.
He don't play a real lot though.
Oh, there's a guy in the chat, Flaming Sack. He says Smile is too good. He gets bored playing DC. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that later. I mean, you even mentioned it. I watched your Sunday Frequently Asked Questions video today, and you were talking about, which you gave me a shout out. I appreciate it. But I had to rewind it. I was like, did he say Count Chocula? I didn't even think you knew. I didn't even think you knew my channel or anything. But
Yeah, it's good. It's different.
yeah, you mentioned that you were kind of getting bored of DC Universe a little bit, and I think that kind of applies to all of us right now a little bit.
Yeah, there
Everyone.
wasn't anything going on.
I'll tell you what, yeah, if you check, I've checked my channel, Super Patriots, Orbits, all the top channels, you will notice apart from mine, of course, because I'm doing different games now.
Right.
The subscribers that are incoming are so small because the game itself is not so, it's not so fiery. I can feel
Right.
the pinch. Even the views are not
Are
as
down.
many.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
noticed that. Yeah.
If you check Orbit's videos, he's got what 700, 800 on his recent. Same as mine. Normally they get a couple of thousand, but lately they're very short. And it's
Right.
quite worrying, to be honest.
Right.
Well, I kind of figure it's just because we're about, we're 2 months into this new DLC, and I know some of the big people are a little bored with it just because they've run the alerts and the tier 5 raids, the drops, they need to address the drops. Like, you put all this time and no one really wants to do all these Nexus and waves when they get 85 gear they
You
already
don't get
have.
anything for it.
This DLC
Yeah.
was over in 2 weeks.
We
It's
need the
done.
next DLC to revive it a little bit
Right.
more.
They didn't give you nothing to work for. They just handed the gear to you. They were
Not
like,
to mention, since the new DLC is gonna have a new power, everybody's gonna be posting new loadouts for that. So if you post a new
Oh, yeah.
loadout, you're gonna get like 10, 20,000 views on that.
Yeah.
Because everybody's gonna be searching for how to do whatever power it is, how to heal as blah blah, how to DPS as blah blah.
Right.
Oh, actually, I want to ask this to you, Smile. What do you think the next power is gonna be?
Oh yeah, that's a good.
I've got a gut feeling that it's gonna. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's actually gonna be blood because of the DLC itself.
Blood.
Yeah, you never know.
That'd be cool.
I mean,
I said on the last podcast that it was going to be like a shadow or a dark power because
it's
it
gonna
Yeah.
be something sort of like Ravenish based or something kind of like that. I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
I would much rather want blood. Because
I want blood.
be like brother
Oh, yeah.
blood.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Everyone's
How
saying
do you go
water,
with heal?
but that's too predictable. Wow.
Yeah, all the
Always
people
be-
that
I'm-
are saying water are stupid.
I'm going to go a different route.
You mean like K
It's-
Swiss here?
It's
No,
plain and
no.
simple, man. DC
I
already
changed it.
said it ain't gonna be water. Water is the
I'm
same
going to
thing
do
as
something
ice.
no one's saying. It's going to be radiation. It's going to play off the Sons of Trigon. It's going to be like sun. You're going to have a solar tree and an ultraviolet tree.
But that's not son. It's like brother. Brother and son. It's not.
That sounds too happy,
Yeah,
son.
I don't know.
I don't
Well,
know.
well, all the other ones, lightning strikes,
Yeah.
battle for Earth.
The Sons of Trigon.
So if you start to die, you want me to shine a little sun on your ass and you'll be good.
That's about right.
Well, I mean, I know Jens Anderson is trolling people when he's saying that it's going to be water, because I know he was just saying, and I know
He already
I've
confirmed that it's not
I've
gonna
said
be
this
water.
over and over, but he was just like being kind of making fun of the people that just went ahead and assumed it was going to be water power. So
In defense of Kaiser, though, I would have to say that Jens also trolled us all when he said that there was going to be no new powers in 2013.
True.
Really?
that may not. Yeah, that's true.
He said back around when Home Turf was released that 2013 was not going to have new power sets.
Well, I think he was just shutting people up because he was sick of getting a constant stream of
Probably.
barrage of questions on Twitter.
Oh
and
yeah,
all
that would get annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
real
American
quick.
Hero DCUO has joined us in the chat. Can you chat with him a little there, Glenn? Because I'm a little busy to try to.
I'm trying.
I got like 3 keyboards on my desk, so.
I don't have
Okay,
Switch
okay,
up. I'm
so-
farming.
So one thing that I thought was
Farming.
going to be cool.
Yep, I'm trying to get my bit feet. Keeping DC
I'm
interesting.
actually not on the game right now. I should be farming exobits. That's what I always do when I'm doing this.
Yeah,
with
Smile.
you guys.
Everyone like plays the game while we're doing this, except me. I have to kind of control everything. So
Yeah.
It's-
feel free to farm exobits or whatever you need to do.
Since Crappy is farming, if anybody's on US PS3 and they need help with anything, feel free to send a ninja invite to Crappy Heals. He's online right now. He'll be glad to help you with anything.
Yeah, he feels like Pug and Prime right now to try to do a walk-in. He wants to bring people in the walking group on Prime. So
What are you talking about? He wants to pug in 3-man Paradox Wave.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys.
I
Okay,
plugged in.
guys.
Listen to this. I plugged in a group of people the other day that were all 97 plus CR, and I was like, you know what? Nobody's on that I know. I'll just pug wave. see what happens. You know, I
That's a good
I know
one,
I could
pal.
keep everybody alive. So I was like, maybe this will go all right. The DPS couldn't kill a single thing. I was like, what is wrong with you people? How you got all this gear, expert mods, and you can't kill anything?
Because they have a lot of extra money and they ran the alerts over and over. That's
I was
all.
like,
Yeah.
Jesus. Nobody knew how to get out of the way of the one shots. I was like, listen, if the dude in the tunnels are looking at you, just don't be in front of them. Move to the side. It's so easy. I was like, I don't know what is wrong with everybody.
I
Our tank was
remember.
running around all crazy, like kiting everything. Like there's one boss you got to kind of keep moving around, but like, and for the rest of them, he's running around. He's not scooping up the ads. I was like, listen, buddy,
You watched Trex's video.
man, been right on those ads.
Well, Trex doesn't have the CR to get into wave yet, but that's beside
Oh,
the
yeah.
point. So
But okay. So guys, I was gonna say, did you know that DCU Universe is getting an Asian server?
yes,
yeah.
I did
An
hear
Asia
that.
Asia PC server.
Yep, I did hear that. Just for the PC.
Yeah, just
Whoa.
PC, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
switching Asian.
So, Smile, you're gonna have to make an Asian character and go over there and then make some videos of you freaking ganking some dudes over there in Japan and shit.
Kamikazing someone, isn't it?
Make some, that'd be funny. Speaking of which, I know the video I wanted to talk to you about, Smile. I know I'm kind of keep hammering on this YouTube thing, but that's kind of that's kind of what you're known for,
Yeah, definitely. Far away.
The video that really got me watching your channel was your 3-man Fortress 3 video with Orbit, and I don't know who the
Oh,
controller
yeah.
was.
No, Mojo.
That was just an awesome video. I mean, just
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
we
I saw
actually
that.
spent
That was awesome.
hours in there. We died hundreds of times, and then we just got in the rhythmic of using each other's supply drops and sidekicks, and yeah, it was awesome. Probably the best achievement that we actually did.
and you have to remember this was done before Tier 5. This was done just in straight Tier 4 gear. I mean, you
Yeah.
might have had some Norseman gear or something.
I didn't
but-
bother with that at all. That gear. I thought it was just a money making thing. It was just shit. It's horrible, disgusting style as well. So I thought, nah, nobody got time for that. So
But
I
there,
got a couple of those pieces. They gave me one more resto each. You know how good that made me?
yeah, those gear. I'm really unhappy about the way they've done the new gear. I like the tier gear that you buy with the marks to be the top gear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
I kind of
that's
do
why I
miss
said-
that. That's
That's
what
why-
made DC Universe different from like the Old Republic and World of Warcraft.
That's what made T5 die so quick.
Yeah.
You just did the raid, and they were like, "Here's your gear. You don't have to buy it. Don't worry."
That's why I said this next DLC, they should make it like Central City in a little bit since it's an enclosed area and have like a vendor like, okay, here's 87 gear and it costs twice the marks. Like the chest and the legs, you can buy 87s for like 120 instead of 60. Something like that. Give us something to grind for and make it accessible, except for dropping like one every 20 Paradox run or something.
Yeah, that's
It'd be cool if they just dropped at least one guaranteed purple, if not two,
2 would be nice.
at the end of every run. It didn't necessarily have to be a piece of gear, maybe a plan, weapon, gear. Just like something to get fucking rewarded. You know what I mean? I beat these raids all the time, and like, you don't get anything from them. I see the same blue gear. I haven't even seen weapons lately. I don't
Or
know
do
why.
this. Change the final drop loot table to you're guaranteed one purple weapon, one piece of purple gear randomly picked from
Yeah.
the table, and one expert plan. You
Oh, that
just
would
get
be
one
too
of
much.
each.
They gave us 3 purple things. That's what the clay pottery is in there for.
Clay pottery.
No, come on. For what you have to go through, especially on the villain side, if Ninja or Steampunk's in there, Steam
We
powered.
fought Ninja Fat.
Well, let's
Yeah,
talk. Let's talk
we
to
fought
Smile about that
just
because,
Steam.
for one, Smile, you're a hero, right?
yeah. Well,
Lucky you.
sometimes I
Now,
wonder,
why did you
know.
become a hero? I'm just letting.
Well, if I go back, I would have been a villain because my character looks scary and I
That's
just
what
like
I'm saying. Like
people up.
Smile Before
I feel-
Death, and you.
I feel like the only reason he picked hero side was because there's way more people on that side.
That's true.
I actually didn't know. When I made my character, I could have made myself into SpongeBob. I didn't even know what power I was, what I was meant to do. I went into Area 51 with tank gear on, saying I'm a damage dealer. People be like, you're tanking. I'd be like, no, I'm a damage dealer. I was a noob. But if I got back, I would have went on to the villain side, definitely. Because if I would have went to the base, there would have been more people to kill, you know? Definitely.
Yeah, back in the day, I made mistakes like that. I didn't know how to play. I remember the first time I tried to troll, I didn't even know that there was the moves other than the power over times. I just kept spamming power over times, thinking that was restoring power to the group. This was like a month into the game. I didn't know what I was doing.
I don't want to brag, but I was always fucking
you don't want to
awesome.
brag, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I was fucking awesome, you know.
Don't make me
what can I
come bitch
say?
slap
Yeah.
you. Don't make me come bitch slap you.
I was like, oh, this nature shit looks awesome.
Boy, you
all
were
know.
wrong.
Not DPS wise, nature is not awesome, but either way.
Actually, nature is awesome in the new Tier 5 stuff. Everyone wants a nature healer in there.
Nature's the best.
It's the DPS. It's nature DPS used to be really strong.
I think nature DPS is strong still, but you have to know how to
Right.
clip it with like the rifle and stuff, like Ivy Zika does. If you don't do it like he does it, then you're
Yeah,
just
who
getting
you're talking
peanuts
about.
out of it.
Yeah.
It's good, but like it's like playing hard light when you play nature. Like you're constantly pushing buttons to clip out of this power, clip out of that power. You're wasting complex and simple materials, making consumables to clip your shit with. Like,
Well, it's not just that. It's also partly the targeting system in the game. If to
Which
play
is-
ranged
they're
nature,
supposed to be
you have
updating.
to.
It's getting
nature DPS
fixed
is
in
really
game
strong
update
from
28.
T5 though. T5 content, nature DPS is awesome.
Well, yeah, especially boss fights, you can just stack everything. Targeting isn't really too much of an issue.
And some people don't know, like, say you're on the last encounter in the, like, Nexus and the 3 Batmans are up. Like, if you spread your poisons on future Batman, and then when your poisons are kind of about to expire, if you hit, like, Ninja Batman with Harvest, it'll renew all those poisons again, so then you don't have to put them back out.
Yeah, if you can get him to stay still long enough.
A little tip right there.
Oh.
That is a good tip.
Giving away the secrets, that saves you a lot of power. You know, it saves you time too. Then Vine Lash, Harvest, you know, then you don't have to do all that. Especially like if you get in close and then you get Vine Lash, Harvest, and get in close and put Savage Growth on, then you have a third, and it's shitty to get that close and put Savage Growth on, you know. But it's another poison, so it's doing more damage. But if you keep refreshing it, then you don't have to be getting close and putting it back out. You always have that other poison out.
See, I think I know why Smile became a hero instead of a villain. I think he had a dream that they were going to add Ninja Batman into the game and make him the hardest fucking boss in the game. So, what do you have to say about the Batmans being a lot harder than the Luthors? Smile, I want your opinion on that.
I think it's about time they made Batman do something. Going Batcave 2 and Batman just gets flopped with one punch. It's like, whoa, man, get up.
Yeah,
Or
you're lucky you
he's
don't have
just
to. I mean,
standing there staring, you know, it's just like, do something.
But,
Ninja Batman is overboard.
we get into arguments all the time with people about they think that, you know, oh, it's the same and all this, but pretty much Ninja Batman is a bitch.
He's got cool gear though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that's true.
Very cool gear.
Yeah, he's
I don't like the new styles they gave us with T5 either. I think they all suck too.
You mean the tier 5 PvE
yeah,
gear?
The T5 PvE gear.
Yeah, they
Traces in time and
kind of messed
Black
us up
Manta.
with that because normally you get like 4 sets, innit? They gave us
Right.
one set.
one set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
One set and two sets that two other sets you're never gonna complete.
I think this is what they might have done, because you know how I am, Count. I always like to speculate shit.
Right.
I'm thinking they only released like 2 armor sets, because technically the one other armor set is the drops, which is what, Traces in Time, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
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 Black Manta and Traces in Time, and then Sons of Trigon's gonna have like 3 or 4 armor sets to collect probably.
Well, I hope so, and I hope they're marked.
I'm hoping they're buyable with marks. I would love that.
Yeah, since
Because you said that well, we all kind of agreed that it's going to be like the next Central City, essentially.
since I have 60 Marks of Reality sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, we might get 2 sets if we're lucky.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
well,
And we're probably
I
gonna
watched-
get another set that you'll never complete, and then another shitty set.
I watched Friday Night Legends, and Dizzy Kraken was like, we spent a whole bunch of time on DLC 8. It was by far the hardest to make so far.
Nice.
And I was like, really? I really hope that you mean that.
Right. Well, didn't they say that about DLC 7? Origin Crisis? It was like their biggest, most ambitious. They could have made some more Tier 5 alerts. I mean, the raids are nice, but the 2 alerts just get old. You know what I mean? We're already kind of burnt out on them.
Yeah, but you got to think about the future DLC. How, after what they did with Nexus and Wave, even though it's an alert, how hard is Trigon going to be? The guy's supposed to be like 5 stories tall or something.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Whoa.
big world boss.
You know what? Nexus and Wave aren't even hard. They're retarded. Like, one-shots don't make content difficult. They make it stupid. Like,
Right.
in Prime, there was one-shot, say, like the Afterburners. The Afterburners would just instantly kill you. But there was a good warning sign for the Afterburners to come out.
Right.
Now,
And
in
the
a lot of
healing bot,
now
the
in a
healing
lot of the
drones.
T5 content,
Yeah.
like, you just die. There's not a warning, like you get that shit on you, you get some AIDS, and people will just start dropping around you before you could even move.
Well, that's why I-
What do
jumping
you
in
call?
the
Hey,
shield.
Smile. What do you guys call that white aura that gets on you? You know what I'm talking
That starts
I'll
killing
normally
everybody.
shout out, I've got white, and
Got
then some
white?
go, oh, racist.
We call it AIDS or Hep C.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
But like, you'll be like, the boss will be ready to do the one shot, the skull will come up at the end, you'll go to get in the shield, and somebody will get fucking AIDS on them and kill everybody. Now, what kind of skill is that? That's just random stupid shit.
What do you guys call that green pussy stuff that kills everyone if you run into them?
I think that's the same thing
We don't
What?
have
talking
that.
about.
There's
No,
the
that's
white stuff and there's
different.
the green stuff.
We have purple shit and blue stuff.
Oh, we get some green gooey skunk where if you run into someone it kills them. So we call that shit. We'll be like, I've got shit on my face, got shit on my face.
Like, how about this blue stuff that
Blue
you
is a
basically
one-shot.
like that, and it one shots the people
Yeah.
by you.
Yeah.
But say the quantum controller puts up the supercharged
Looks exactly
bubbles
the
on you,
same.
and you get the blue shit on you. You don't even know you have it until you kill people next to you, because the shields, it matches the color of the shields perfect. It blends right in. So
Yeah,
you
that's the
don't
problem.
even know you got it.
And the animation's almost the same too on the shield. It's real hard to tell the difference.
What did you guys call though? Prime Battleground when he shoots the big balls at. Did you call them balls? Did you call them bubbles?
Purple
what did
ball.
you guys?
Purple ball.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
just ball coming.
Yeah,
Ball
yeah.
coming at your
When they
face.
first come out, I was in there for like 4 days trying to complete it. And for 4 days, all I heard was this balls, balls, balls. I was like, shut up.
So things fuck you
My own
up.
balls. I was like, you little fuckers.
I remember, man, battling through Prime back in the day. Brainiac would do some dirty stuff to you. He'd ass blast you. He'd just do all kind of crazy stuff to you.
Yeah, you get, like you said,
But
you
see,
get a warning siren.
There was
though.
real
You get
good
the-
strategy to
you
Prime.
get-
Yeah, you get that like
But it had a
freaking-
strategy and warnings and stuff.
You get
like,
the French police sirens. Yeah, whatever that is. I call it the Anne Frank warning sirens or some shit like that. So
like Nexus and the Split, like before you go to the Split and Nexus when you're just fighting those random guys. I don't know what thing it is. I think it's those big robots. They just do a one shot and they even kill the tank. And I've asked the tanks, I was like, what's the warning for that? I was like, do you see anything before he does that? And they're always like, no. They're like, I have no idea it's coming and it just kills you.
Not on which one?
Like the
Next-
part where you're going to the split in Nexus at the end there, before you have to kill the individual bosses at the
Yeah,
same
I always die there. And I don't know what hits me.
There's just some of those robots, those random robots. I think it's the big dudes, and they just let out a one shot randomly. Like sometimes they don't even do it,
Right.
and sometimes they do, and like it kills the tank. So I like it's gotta hit really hard. I mean, I've been killed by it before, but there's no warning from it. You know, there's like Nexus is just a bunch of fucking overpowered one shots with no warnings a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't make it skillful. That makes
Right.
it stupid.
Right.
The devs were just like, oh, we'll throw a bunch of one shots in here and make it hard. Like at least when you were T4 and Prime, like you could take almost all, like if you knew what you were doing and you got hit by afterburners, you could live sometimes. You know, like the gear, your gear was strong enough that you would live through it
Yeah,
if
you
you
pop
blocked out.
supercharge. You know, you rotate your supercharges.
You know, but not in this. Like you can't block any of the one shots in here. You know, you get hit for like 130,000. Like, what the hell is that? Primal's hitting people for $8,000 and stuff.
I think it's
Whoops.
mostly to keep the content relevant when Tier 6, 7 come out. The raid will still be hard.
That's a possibility.
Technically.
Yeah.
The biggest question I ask myself is, are they going to get to the point where it's like DLC 50 or DLC 20?
I
know?
don't think the game's going to be around that long. I mean, I hope it is, but, you know.
I
Not
see it
the way
going
they
that
keep
far
catering to
simply
all the
because
new-
it's an MMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
what
might
can
stop calling it DLCs eventually. They might just be like extra content.
It'll just get boring. DLC 20 today, you know? It's like, yeah.
I'd
They
like
keep
to, I'd
the
like to
new
see the
people
game stick around till
That's what
DLC
it is.
20.
Or they could do this. They could be like, okay, first expansion pack comes out,
Yeah.
Right.
charge like
I would love
$30,
an expansion
and then
pack.
and then they reset the DLC numbers.
Yeah, that I think something new needs to be put into DC. Definite. A new system, a new raid system, maybe legend raids, you know. That'd be pretty
Right.
cool.
When they come out with DLCs, they need to have more content. Like they just come out with 2 raids, like that's kind of boring, you know. And the way they set the raids up with the raids and they should have made the alerts shorter and only given you like 2 marks, kind of like how they did with Souls and shit like that.
Right.
And then made it more like Prime and Gates, you know, like one raid you get some weapons, other raid you got some marks. You know, that way there's more longevity. I mean, granted it doesn't take you a ton of time, but like if you had to get all the marks to buy the gear, you would have had to replay Nexus a lot more. You know, I did Nexus 10 times or something like that, and I had full T5.
Whoa.
That's ridiculous, you know?
Well,
And
we
that-
just replayed the alerts over and over, but the alerts got boring to me already. I mean, just
As soon as we found out T5 dropped in there, we were like, I'm going in there with my green gear and my T4 and get my T5. I'm not spending marks. You know, we're like, the hell, take the shortcut out.
I mean,
And
I'll be
that's-
honest.
that's
I'm not
what's
going to
wrong.
have the same passion for the game until the place. Once I found out it was coming out on PS4, I kind of look at my PS3 like, you know what I mean? It's like I really want to play this game on the PS4 now. You know, like
Oh, me too.
I've been playing Final Fantasy this week on the PC, and I know Smile's been in the beta.
Yeah.
I know you've been in the
Definite.
beta, but that game runs smooth on the PC. I'm just
Yeah, I was so impressed with the E3 video. So good.
It looks really
Especially-
good, man.
Especially the new HUD that's coming out, that new freaking UI. Can't wait for that. Customizable UI. DC's
that's-
needed that since day
yeah.
one.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna have my player health and my power right like down near my power bar, and then the enemies, you know, health and power, or mostly just, I guess it would be health and
Have you
just
have
health
you
right
s-
next to my.
Have you seen the mansions that you can get? Homes, like home. It's like home turf, but Final Fantasy style. Like there's massive mansions with gardens and pools and
Oh, and you mean in Final Fantasy?
yeah, the homing.
No,
homing
I
system.
haven't. got that far yet.
No, I've seen pictures and on forums and stuff. It's not actually been put into a phase yet, but it looks so amazing.
Oh, it does, yeah.
It's just sweet.
The
So far,
graphics are real clean on it. I like the way it looks.
so far, it's just. I mean, the game is smooth. I have some issues with the game. I'm talking about Final Fantasy here. I don't mean to get off the subject or anything, but we're going to talk about some other things as well, besides DCUO. But there's a few issues I have with the game of Final Fantasy. Some of the combat issues, but I mean, I have to hand it to him. The game just runs and looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I could never ride ostriches and throw potions at people, but the game does look really good though. Like it looks awesome.
Or chocobos or whatever. I don't know how to whatever. They're not ostriches.
It does look like a really good game. I got a lot of time invested in this crap though in DC.
Oh, I'm never gonna. Yeah, it's never gonna
Same
replace
here.
DC Universe for me. But I mean, I play.
I know a ton of people though. They get stuck on those games like crack addicts. So definitely got to be a good game.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
I was gonna get the beta just to play it, like pre-order it and play it with a couple of my buddies, because that's where my whole league is: Final Fantasy and The Last of
Us.
I don't even see them anymore. Once in a while, they log on to go to the vault. They're like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey guys."
Well, it's time to join the contract killers.
They were like, I put a fucking run up. I ran with 357 the other night, and we did Nexus. And they're like, "Oh, you running with other leagues?" I was like, "Yeah, because no one ever gets online, you dicks." I was like, "I'm joining another league."
Speaking of leagues, you joined actually created a new league, didn't you, Smile?
Yeah, I did actually. Well, I'd left Gravity
Right.
to actually join Team Awesome because Icelar, Ivy Seeker, all the main guys wanted me to be in Team Awesome, but then there was one leader that wasn't too fond of me, and obviously.
Oh, fuck him.
So yeah, I left Gravity, and then he was like, "No, I don't want Smile in the league." So I was like, "All right, fair enough." So then I made the masks, and then I kicked like 7 people out of my league because they just kept whining and grumping and just bullying people into getting mics. And I mean, this kid was 14 years old. They was just pushing him to get a mic, and I'm like, mate, he ain't even got money. He's just a kid.
He probably can't afford a mic. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just felt sorry for the geezer. So I just, you grumps, you're out. I kicked him, and before you know it, the whole league was just practically dead. So then Ivy Sick was like, "Do you want to join Team Awesome?" And I thought, yeah, sure, why not? They're all cool guys.
So you're back on Team Awesome?
Yeah, I'm with Team. Well,
Oh.
I've been playing Final Fantasy with Team Awesome.
Oh, okay.
A lot of them actually, probably all the main leaders are actually playing Final Fantasy, and they're really cool guys. So I'm actually glad to be in there.
Yeah, I've seen Ivy Seeker. I've seen a lot of PvP matches on YouTube with Ivy Seeker, and I'm actually subscribed. I subscribe to their channel, so they have a good channel. They don't make a whole lot of videos, but
No.
but they they do have a good league. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, they're pretty beasts. Have you spoken to Orbit yet?
I've not spoken to him like personally, but I have sent him. I've sent him a message before. I've talked to him like on YouTube before, just like once or twice. And I don't know. I follow him on Twitter, and I made a comment on one of his things on Twitter one time, and I think he misunderstood my comment or something. I don't know. He kind of was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Or, so.
Nah, he seems like a good dude. There's not too many, there's not a lot of people on the YouTube that actually play the game and they're real good at it.
Yeah, most people just sponge it.
Yeah.
Super Patriot. Sorry.
I wasn't gonna say it, but at least somebody did.
I'm just being honest. The geezer should just stick to
You
making
fit right
books
in
for
here.
children. Just put them to sleep. That's about it.
Oh boy. But yeah, that's
That guy's not even good at PvP. He's terrible.
yeah, we got to get you. We may have to get because I know I've actually talked to Nimbus Yosh about coming on our podcast sometime. Just I don't really like the guy. I'll be honest. He's just For one, his videos are crappy. All he does.
Oh,
is...
you don't like him, and then you're gonna invite him on?
But yeah, I mean, who am I to judge? If you don't like a guy, I'll still have him on the show. I mean, if it gets us more views, I'll have the guy on the show. I don't care.
He don't like you now.
He doesn't like me. No, he didn't like me at all. Some of the
He
comments
don't like anybody. He probably don't even like his own mum.
Yeah.
It's like, why'd you bring me into this world? Why?
He seemed like a decent guy when I actually talked to him, but he just makes these. I mean, a lot of people give you a lot of static about your videos, Smile. About you talking a lot of shit, saying the U.S. players are scrub. I know you're doing it to get views. You know what I mean?
You have to be dramatic. Even UFC people. Do you watch UFC at all? Like, what's his name? Shao Sonnen's?
Yeah,
I mean, he's
Chael
great
Sonnen, he's a shit talker.
Gotta bust
Michael
balls. What the hell?
Bisping from UK,
yeah, Michael.
MMA guy. He's a big shit talker.
But it's all business, And if you want to look, bad publicity is better than none.
Bad publicity is better than good publicity.
People are still watching. They're still getting involved. They just don't realize it.
Right. Yeah, you get. Let's face it. You got a lot of your subscribers because of the trash you were talking. I mean, it's true. I mean, I'm not putting you down or anything. I'm just saying it's true. I mean, you're a good player. You're a good one. Especially 1v1. That was kind of your thing. On the YouTube. And talking shit about guys you were beasting.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it gets you a lot of views, but they got to realize, a lot of those guys take it so personally. It's like whatever. It's a game.
Shit talking and ball busting is part of the game.
Yeah.
That's why I don't talk
fun.
in my videos, because I'm a dick.
Yeah, but you don't mind coming on here being an asshole. So I mean, what? Why not do it in your YouTube videos, Crappy? I mean, come on. And
I don't know.
I'm really trying to get
I feel
Kaiser.
safe if I have some people to back me up.
Wait, what?
We're really trying to get Kaiser to get an HD PVR to start making videos because he's an arrogant prick. And
Wait, what? Since when am I ever arrogant?
He's a terrible troll too. I always have to drop him supply drops because he's out of power. All he's doing is just deep and everything.
he never picks us up when we die. Yeah, I know it's bad.
And how many times did you die last time, Count?
Every time you have to pick me up, you fucking lecture me. Okay, I don't want to be lectured. Just fucking pick me up and stop the
Before I
lecture.
spin this wheel, make sure you don't do this again.
No. The only time I ever gave you crap was 2 times I found it funny. One, when you called Steel a scrub, and 2 seconds later he threw that hammer and knocked you on your ass. And the second time was when we were in Nexus, and you were like, well, it could be worse. We could have that. You called the puppeteer Squishateer. It's like, at least they take the Squishateer DPS, and 2 seconds later you were down. Like, you talk and you get killed.
Real lot.
I think my dream podcast would to have Smile, Super Patriot, Nimbus Yosh, and
They.
Who else? Nah, you're
That'd be
already
a
on.
brawl, mate. It'd be tongues versus tongues.
Everybody would be talking over each other. Nothing would get done.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they wouldn't be nice enough to.
All
let
you
each
would
other
hear is
talk.
your mum, and that's about it.
But that'd
And
be
if it was
funny,
on TV, a bunch of bleeps.
But I mean, I don't have any problem with those guys. I mean, Nimbus Yosh, I mean, I know he makes, crappy videos. I just wish he made better videos. It's like, I said, look, you're a funny guy. I mean, you talk a lot of trash. Make better videos than your stupid, just having your $20 Kmart phone, video taping your screen,
Oh, I hate when people do that. Does he really do that?
Yeah.
I hate when I watch somebody's fucking YouTube video and it's just them recording some shit from their cell phone. I'm
It's
like,
even
come on,
worse when
man.
you've got a shaky hand. It's like, come on,
Yeah,
mate,
right.
hold
Set
it
that
still.
shit on the table or something and record it. The guy be holding it under his chin while he's fucking playing, while he's using the controller.
I mean, he is a funny guy, but I mean, it's just make
He
better
should
videos.
turn it into a positive thing, He could easily do it.
Right, exactly.
Positive attitude. Being funny.
So, I don't know.
Oh, how about I was reading the forums? What do you guys think about this idea? I was
Uh-oh.
trying to get some troll threads closed down,
No,
but there
not
was none
forum
going
talk.
on.
Go ahead. I'm
But
sorry.
someone was saying they should have a novice fucking and an expert
Get the fuck.
E5 raid.
Get
And I
the
was thinking,
Oh.
no, I was thinking that would be good for some people because there's a lot of casual players
a
that just
novice
don't
what
put the
raid?
replays in, and they would like picture if they could do a novice Nexus in their green gear, you know what I mean? And it would be really tough for them, but they would learn the mechanics and everything. So then when they got geared up,
Yeah,
like
that is not a bad
it wouldn't
idea,
drop
actually.
it wouldn't drop T5 or anything. Maybe it would drop like an 84 piece here or there, just giving them some shitty marks, you know. But it would
I'm
let
not a
them
big
learn the
fan of
game
the novice
mechanics.
stuff.
I'm not either, but then I was thinking, like, I was reading it, and there was a lot of people, and they were like, oh, yeah, I'm a noob, too, and it's really hard to get, like, we could never get through it. And then I was kind of feeling bad for them. I was thinking, like, you know what, I guess that would be a kind of a good idea, because then everybody could experience beating it, you know, even if you did only beat it on novice, like, I mean, you still went through it, and you could experience the content, because there's some people that they have the DLC, but they might never have a chance to beat it. Because they don't have
that's
a
part of the
theme or
game
something.
progression. That's an MMO, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe
like that idea,
I'm too
Krabby.
nice sometimes.
Okay, so I'm looking at an old forum post about DLC 8 where we all figured out that DLC 8 was going to be Sons of Trigon. And it's where the one person brought up like the files for it for
Yeah.
DLC 8, and these just kind of like caught my eye. So apparently the 3 duos are going to be about Envy, Lust, and Wrath, because that's the 3 folders names, Envy, Lust, and Wrath. So I'm guessing those are going to be the 3 sons that we fight, but because Trigon just has the sons, and then Raven's the only daughter, right?
Yeah, Raven is Pride.
That's kind of weird that Lust is a man, but okay. But
Yeah, Raven represents. I think Raven represents Pride.
she is Pride.
Yeah.
She is Pride.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of the files, one is called Blood Cult. The other one's called Cultist, Hellfire, Iconics, Sentinels, Spirits, and Trigon. And I'm guessing Trigon is the alert.
Right.
Yeah.
Envy,
I think
Lust,
they-
and Wrath would be the duos.
Probably.
And I think they said there's solo missions where we fight the other sons.
Yeah.
Like solo, like, Home Turf and Lightning Strikes had missions
Yeah.
within that area.
I'm looking forward to Tier 5 duos.
I'm looking forward to somewhere where I could get a fucking weapon.
They really need to like clean up that freaking queue menu where they skipped Tier 4 challenges.
Right.
In fucking, if they skip from Tier 3 to Tier 5 duos, I'm telling you, it's gonna look so sloppy. That's just coming from me, just because to me it looks sloppy.
Well, they could just reassign some of the older ones.
Yeah, they could rebalance.
Well, then-
Yeah.
old
Yeah,
ones to
that's what
forward.
I'm saying. Like, they need to fill in at least 3 Tier 4 duos.
What are you worried about Tier 4 for? I just
It
want to
just-
get a weapon, man. I got 86 hand blasters, but I would like something
kinda
else.
like it's also kind of like how in the 4-man menus it goes operations and there's like one thing there, and then it's like Tier 4 content alerts, one thing there. It just needs to have Tier 4, and then on the side, like right next to Soul, say operation. Same for Tier 5 content. Like
What
right
they
on
need
the
to
side
do
next to it,
is
say
not
operation.
have the fucking events thing the first thing in the list. Put that at the end. I'm tired of that.
Hey, Crappy,
Crap.
they want to know in the chat, are you going to be changing to the new healing power? Or are you going to stay nature?
I mean, I don't think there'll ever be anything that could compete with nature just because of the mechanics. Like, you heal everybody, anywhere, all the
Burst
time.
heals, yeah.
You know,
Guess it
like
just depends on
I'm
how good
definitely
the-
going to switch and try it out and see what's up with it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say just get on the test server and try it out before you switched to it with real money. But
You know, I gotta save up my loyalty points. I got a Mac though. I don't have a PC.
oh yeah, I forgot that you can't get on the test server. Like I can,
I don't use Windows because
motherfucker.
that's fucking shitty. Who the hell wants to use Windows? Windows has an error has occurred. The error was you have
My
Windows.
gaming PC I built runs smooth, dude. Get your
I was
Mac
gonna
out of here.
say-
My Mac is a second monitor. That's all.
You know
it is.
what? I was
I'm
Must
looking
have
at
a
it right
crappy
now.
Mac.
I was gonna say the problem with the Mac is that the Mac can't run DC Universe
There you go.
online.
My Mac will edit an hour. My Mac will render an hour-long video in 10 minutes, though. Less than 10.
You want to know why? Because you
How
have
long
like
you
10,
wait for
you
that
have
shit on
like
your
Yeah, with
only
your
other.
crappy rap music.
I was gonna say you only have like 10 other people listening to that with you because only 10 other people in the world own a freaking Mac. Macs suck.
Everybody who does anything who does serious video editing or music or anything like that has a Mac.
What
Yeah,
do you,
they
hey,
do.
Smile,
Any-
what do you use to edit your videos, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I don't mind. Actually, I started off with Windows Live Movie Maker, but
Most
seeing as I
people-
wanted to expand my skills, I learned to use Sunny Vegas. And
That's-
if you've seen my
yep.
recent videos,
Yep.
it's all got like pictures in the videos and like special effects. And
It's awesome, isn't it? That's what I use. I use Sony Vegas Pro. It's awesome. I love it.
the only bad thing about it is if I do like, I did a 40-minute video for The Last of Us face cam, and it took literally all day to render.
What,
Oh, that's 'cause
what
you
kind
got
of
Windows.
computer? Do you
You
have
have
a
a
gaming
PC.
PC, or do you just have...
Nah, I've only got a Windows 7 HP laptop to do
Okay.
it with.
That's probably the reason why it's taking that long to render.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a potato gun, isn't it?
Because I can render a 40-minute video. It takes me probably about 2 hours to render a 40-minute video, maybe.
2 hours. That Nexus run that I put up, it took
Oh,
me less
come
than
on.
15 minutes.
You got to remember, my file size is better quality. I don't
Mine
have-
is.
I don't have any
Mine's
crappy
whatever
rap
it is.
music.
I record 720. I only record 720 H24, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. Well, that's what, you know. No, Macs are good for that. They're good for the editing. There's no
Wouldn't
doubt.
really want to buy a Mac just for that though. So that they're expensive.
Yeah, they are. I bought my wife one for Valentine's Day about 2 years ago. I spent $1,400 on it, and she didn't like it. So I said, "Okay, I'll take it." So it's sitting on my desk. All right. Of course, she took.
I have
she
so
took my
many
other one.
bits.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
You want to buy some bits? I'm about to turn all these bits into red and shout bits in the broker, 400K. Get them while they're hot. And then just look in my inventory at my money and watch it go up.
So, Smile, how did you make your new YouTube intro, which is really cool, by the way? How did you make that, or is that a secret?
I didn't actually make it myself.
Right.
I actually went onto a website called Fiverr, and I paid like £4 or £5 for it. I just gave him the text.
Right,
And,
you did. Yeah, that's what I did on mine too. Mine cost like $3.
yeah, if I can make that sort of stuff, if I can make intros like that,
You know
I
what? It
would
takes
make-
time.
I would
You know,
make
like
them.
you would definitely be able to figure it out easily. Like if you went in and sat there for a few. But
Well,
like
if
I
you
said,
have like
it
Adobe
takes time.
Fireworks, I mean the program to make those are real expensive. It's a $500 program to make those intros.
Yeah,
to make good ones.
expensive.
He's making that with like Adobe Fireworks. That's how you do that.
Yeah, I need to have an intro on my videos.
I'm gonna have to. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna have to make you a little. I'm gonna make a video. I'll unlist it and give you the thing of like just the default one. See if you like any of them.
There
you
is
really
a
do.
free program on the internet that you can use to make animations, though. It's called Inkscape.
Really? What's
Yeah.
that?
You might want to look it up, but there's a learning curve to it. I've got it, and it's kind of tough. Like you can make like 3D models and stuff, and it's totally open source, free. But it's hard. It's hard to do. It's like time consuming, which I'm not any good at it. I couldn't tell you how to use it. I can just tell you it exists, but you know.
You could go get a whole Adobe bootleg suit. Like I have a whole master suit.
Bootleg.
You know, it's updatable and everything. You just put a patch over it, and
You are just a walking illegal thing.
I'm telling you, Crappy doesn't do anything.
it's
Every-
totally
every-
updatable. It's up to date right now. I can
Every
do whatever I
time
want
on
with
the podcast, you just admit that you do something that
He's
Hey,
like
would
fucking
get you
Steven
arrested.
Seagal, man. He's above the law, man. I'm telling you, it's terrible.
Screw 'em.
It's like fucking Charlie Bronson.
Just go download some Adobe stuff from somewhere for free. Make yourself some shit. It's way too expensive, man. They want like $1,700 for like a master suit, and it's just some shit you put on your computer. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
it's way
rich-
overpriced, but
They would probably sell more if they made it a lot cheaper.
Yeah, if it was cheaper, a ton of people would buy it.
Yeah, definitely.
well, if you go to school, you can get a key. Like you can get like a student copy of it.
Aren't they going to charge a monthly subscription for Adobe nowadays?
I have no
Well,
idea.
see, I have it, but you put a patch blocker over it, and then it thinks that you have a bot copy of it, like you have a serial number and everything. I have this other program called Serial Box.
I swear, in the morning
That
you're going to have
serial
FBI
number.
agents sitting outside your house saying,
This has
And if
turned
you-
into
if
the
you
Adobe
Listen,
podcast.
if you could download anything like that, I could get you the serial. I could get you a serial number for it, and you could have the real version updatable.
How did this turn into the Adobe podcast?
he's like giving us an FAQ on how to freaking pirate
get
shit.
SmileB4Death probably. He's like, well, you guys just talk about editing programs all night or something. Here it's fucking 4:00 in the morning. I gotta sleep, and you're talking
I
about
see.
Adobe.
I tried to bring it back to DC Universe.
All right, so
another
Here,
thing I
last
saw.
my question: how do you PvP so much and not break your controllers?
I don't even know how I do that.
He
I get
might,
pissed
or his
off.
girlfriend might.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She'll stand behind me, innit, saying, "You dare scream, boy, I'll smash that controller." I'll be like, okay. No, but I just always winning, innit, most of the time, so I don't have to smash
There
it.
you go. Yeah, see, he wins, Crappy. That's the difference between you and him.
Well, I always
Stroke the
gadget
controller,
trolls.
man.
at
I'm
the
like,
top
good boy,
of the
yeah, we
big
won.
gadget trolls.
If I didn't pug so much, I'd probably win a lot more.
Yeah,
But I'm always pugging.
well, he
What,
does
you
a
mean
lot of
pug
of
arena?
1v1s, which
I'm not. Well,
Oh, if you pug arena, you're asking to get bent over.
yeah.
well, except for 8v8 Hall of Doom, every time I queue for that, I tend to win for some reason.
I
Only
remember
PvP.
some guy in the US server copied my name, and he went into 5v5, and I think Super Patriot and some other guy, they all thought it was me, and they whooped his ass. They smashed his ass so bad, and they posted it on YouTube.
I saw
And Super
that.
Patriot, they was like, "Oh,
I remember that too.
We killed SmileB4Death." I'm like, mate, it's not me.
Yeah,
It's like,
here's the
alarm.
thing: when you
I
come over
remember
to the
that.
American,
It was so funny.
when you come over to the American server, you're not on your own tune, and then these guys like jump. I bet you get like, if they know
Spam.
whose tune you're on, you get like tons of spam invites. I know you do.
Yeah, well, I log on to my shitty character, SmileB4Death EU, and I get spammed. Fucking Super Patriots tried screaming me. It's like, man, I ain't got no gear.
Right. But I mean, they can't. I mean, did you decline it, or did you actually fight him?
He's not even good. You'd probably beat him.
You might be able to give him a hell of a fight. He might want to be careful doing that, because if you give him a hell of a fight with no gear,
Yeah, that would
that's
be
going to look
funny.
bad.
That would be good.
If he doesn't have a healer, he's not going to beat you. Are you crazy?
my gear ain't even checkmate.
He's not
So-
good 1v1. He's only good on a team when he is
Yeah, I
a
mean,
healer.
but he's still pretty good. I mean, he's
And he's a tank, so, he has all that extra health,
Yeah, I
that's
mean-
the only reason he stays alive. I would love to see that fucker in the streets. I'd shit all over him.
Mate, birds probably take a shit on him. They fly over him like, yeah, there he is.
And I don't PvP either. I'm not a fan of it. I crap all over him. I mean, I can
Hey,
hold my own, but like I ain't good by any means.
Someone in chat is asking Smile why Nimbus hates him.
I'm still asking myself that question today. I
I
never
can
even
answer that
spoke to him.
because of the beef with Super Patriot, Nimbus jumped in. So it's funny that when some people jumped in to defend Smile, then all of the like Odyssey dudes were like, "Oh, if you Smile, he's don't associate with him, blah blah." And I'm like, "What
Really?
what are you talking about? He's got a good channel. He's a good player. Why not? He didn't start it. I mean,
No,
yeah,
I
he
didn't.
poured flame on the fire a little bit, or fuel on
Yeah,
the fire, but I
definitely.
mean, you didn't really start the beef,
Well, I logged onto the US server to play with my fans and talk to some guys that I didn't talk to. An American Hero actually invited me to the chat, and I was expecting them to like beat on me, but we actually started doing Legends together, and we was beasting it. And then Super Patriot come into the chat, the replacement come into the chat, and give Pearson the replacement, give him his due. He did kind of start off barking a little bit, but then he just kind of said, "Oh, we're cool," and he just didn't say nothing. He just let it be. But it was just Super Patriot in the corner, just digging at you, like just trying to cause some shit. And I was like, mate, I'm not listening to you. I'll just put you on ignore. I've come on here to have a good time. I could have turned around and said a load of crap, trash talk, but I got on, had some fun, logged off, and before I know it, Super Patriots uploading videos about me, trying to embarrass me and stuff. And there's just no need for it, you know. So
why is that guy so cocky? He's so
why is that guy the representative for the freaking game?
Well,
yeah, seriously. Yeah. How did he get on? How did him and Trex get on fucking the board?
Not to mention, like, I didn't understand how he got on the IGN video. They were like, "Oh, you're such a pro at this game."
Plays the game and who's good at it, and who's knowledgeable.
I think Jens Anderson set that up.
Yeah, it's obvious they arsewiped Super Patriot because obviously, I don't know.
Asses.
Yeah, that was set up, definitely.
Yeah,
you got better players than that. You got.
And Trex is a good dude, but he shouldn't be on the board. He has no idea about nothing.
Yeah, he's not that dedicated to the game, for one. He really isn't.
If he actually played the game enough, he would be good PvE side.
Right. But he just doesn't.
He's like this other guy that I follow on YouTube. His name's Tiger. That's what he calls himself? And he has this show called Mud to MMO. And he hates PvP too.
Oh, I hate PvP.
I love PvP, just because
I like PvP. I
hate it. I will block, and then I'm using martial arts, and I will be 3 hits into my combo. I'll be doing the upside down kick, and I'll get block broken. I'll be like, I was just holding square, and I'm still getting block broken from the time I was just blocking 2 seconds ago.
Hey, Smile, there's a guy in chat wanting you to give him a shout out.
Hi ZDCUO. Hi D. How do you say his name?
I don't know. I can't. The whiskey's starting to kick
hires DCO. High res DCO.
High res DCO.
One of you guys could read it at least. I'm not looking at it.
We're all drunk, except Count is maybe legit drunk.
Oh, no, I'm not drunk. I'm just,
Not yet. He's working on it.
I don't drink. That's no good for you.
I'm a little buzzed. Shut up, Crappy.
Drinking is no good for you.
That name's more complicated than the first one.
Now, Equinox guy.
Oh, Equinox guy.
Yeah. So here's one condition. He'll give you guys a shout out. You have to follow our podcast channel. You got to follow my Twitch channel.
You also have to subscribe to all of us.
I want $10 million cash in game money.
I want head. Just saying.
Head and
you have a girl for that. You have a girlfriend.
Oh mate, don't even start.
If you have a girl and a kid, that's like you're married. You don't get any of those luxuries anymore.
As soon as she opens her mouth, it's like you start to dribble, and then she shuts her mouth. It's like, forget it.
I can get it anytime I want. I just, I'm married, so.
You're the one. You're the one that doesn't want it. But
do what? What was that, Krabby?
Sex is over once you're married.
Pretty much.
All the fun stuff right out the window.
Yeah, video games get in the way.
When I got my girlfriend, I said to her straight, I said, right, I hope you realise if you're going out at me, my PS3 is next to me, She's like, yeah, that's all right. I said,
I feel like you should do a YouTube video with your girlfriend in it, and it should start out with you just like hanging out, things are going great, and then your PS3 just walks in, and it's like, baby, I can explain. It's not what it looks like, and you push your girlfriend aside, you get on your knees. I bought you a new PS3.
Well, we don't want to wreck his home life. I mean, we're already getting way too personal. He doesn't want to share all this personal information, man.
I don't mind that. I've probably told the guys far worse than that on my live streams. But you gave me a good idea, actually.
What is your live stream channel?
It's actually on YouTube, but I used to do live streams.
Oh, you do
on
the Google Hangout.
No, I actually used Wirecards.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wirecast. Yeah.
Yeah, like 350p, some shit potato gun that they give you. But I stopped doing that because obviously I've got face cam now.
Right. Cool.
But I actually wanted to ask you something. If you ever got like footage from your gameplays, seeing as I do split screen now, just if you do anything cool or anything, just send it to me through email and I'll pull it with my footage and make a video out of it or something.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, we might have to collaborate on something in the future.
I mean, I'll talk to you on Skype about it at some point.
Yeah, that's cool. And you know, like I said, we're not gonna. I mean, I don't know if you need to get to bed or anything. I mean, we're probably gonna wrap it up here shortly. But
I've got a project idea for you.
Go ahead, Kaiser.
I know where Super Patriot's base is.
Let's go there right now.
I know where his base is. He's gonna move it tomorrow after I just said that.
Oh, he's online right now.
Because me and
if you're on the U.S. server,
Jay jumped him outside that base once.
if you're on the U.S. server late at night, look us up. We're the Contract Killers.
I've actually got a villain. Actually, you're
oh
villain.
yeah, we're villain. What the fuck? I keep forgetting.
No, I've got a villain actually. It's pretty strong.
We
Not
got
too
your
strong.
back. We got some players. We got your back.
Yeah, I'll pop on at some point and hang with you guys.
But like I said, anytime you want to join us on the show, you know, if you're bored up late, whatever, feel free. You know, you don't have to have an invite. Just send me a message or something. You know.
How often do you do your podcast?
We do it every Sunday. We've missed in the last 3 months. We've missed 2 weeks.
It was only because of you.
Yeah.
It was my fault. Yeah.
Totally your fault.
I know. Sometimes
You
you
owe me
can't
10,
get these
you
guys
owe me
to
10
shut
million
up.
game money now.
Yeah, but
Hello, awesomeness.
No,
yeah.
he had to sign up for that. You know, he's got to sub to our YouTube channels and follow the. Damn
And I
it!
didn't get 10 mil in-game cash.
So we got Rob here giving us a hard time in the chat. He's one of our. No, he's a Trex fan, so he's
Oh, this one
he's
time
a
in Prime, I
Sourcecast
only
fan.
tanked the ads.
We don't. he learned how to tank the ads in Prime, so you know. Smiling.
What do you mean the ads? It was one Sunstone Sentry. I don't think that counts as ads.
Says Smile a new podcast recruit. I don't know.
I don't see why I can't be in your podcasts more often.
I mean, why not? That'd be
cool with me. I don't, here's the thing.
We should be on the Sourcecast, man, all of us.
Oh, come on.
That would be awesome.
Crappy.
Obviously, I don't know all you
just-
guys, but it'd be good to get to know you. Definitely.
We gotta get Orbit on here too. Gotta get all we got some European representatives now too.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something, and if I'm, tell me you don't want to talk about it or whatever. What happened on Friday Night Legends? And I'm not talking about.
No, I'll tell you straight, mate. I'll tell everyone straight. I felt like that night was a disgrace. It was a shame. It was disgusting. But at the same point, it wasn't Orbit's fault or anyone's fault.
Right.
Well, it was. Effany and Mojo, they could have been on mic. Considering Orbit is on mic with the gaming developers. Yes, he can't talk to us. He can't help us with strategy. I was on the mic and I said to Mojo and Effany, come on the mic because I'm going to need your help. If we're fighting mass terror, I know they're going to get a kick out of it if they beat us.
Oh,
so
hell
it's best
yeah.
to be on point. There was none of that. I was on my own. I kept saying to Effany, come heal us, come do this, go to the middle node, Mojo, kill the healer. And then you just see Orbit get splattered across the floor. And I was like, this is a train wreck. Everyone's being murdered while I'm just standing there on the node with Pew, which is an ice tank, fully geared. And Yes, I did 39k damage, but
No.
I can't do no more than that if I'm fighting an ice tank for 15 minutes.
Okay, here's the way I see it. Okay, for one, mass terror is good. So
Yeah.
you guys are going to have to be working together nonstop. I mean, you guys are going to have you guys are going to have to play your best game to beat them. Okay.
That mic support is freaking imperative for
And
games
here we
like
go.
that.
I watched that Friday Night Legends match through Mr. Pale's point of view. You know who Mr. Pale is?
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Powell.
He's tough. That's the guy Orbit goes, oh, he's fucking good, you know, and it's like, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say that on Friday Night Legends. They were gunning for you guys. They were on top of their game. They were all coordinated, and so I see a video from Nimbus Yost saying that you only did 39,000 damage. Okay, you weren't even fighting half the time. You were the only reason, and I'm not trying to kiss your ass because you're on our show.
I would say that as well. Definitely.
You were the only reason it was as close as it was because you were getting points. I looked at the scorecard. You had more You had 3 times as many captures of nodes than anybody else on your team.
Dude, you gotta play it. You gotta play objective.
Yeah, Orbit died 8 times. You died once.
Yeah, I got ganked actually. They butt raped me.
Yeah, I
like,
saw
no.
that. Orbit died 8 times. I'm not putting him down, but why are they blaming you? Because all I heard on the internet the next couple days on YouTube was, "Oh, Smile sucks. He did 39,000 damage." Who cares what your damage is? You were in tank roll.
Yeah, that's a new. I'm full. I actually spec full resto, crit heals,
Right.
defense, dom. I had no damage whatsoever. But that's what a good player does. You do team-based effort, and you have to be structured for that. You can't go in all guns blazing as a tank. It's just stupid. You're a nose holder, and that's it.
Well, I'm not just saying this because you're on our show. I mean, you know, you make some videos you make a couple videos that I didn't agree with what you did. I'm not saying, you know, oh well, I'm just gonna kiss Smile's ass or whatever. He's on our show, but
no, that's good.
That was
Honesty
wrong.
is good.
Of people to sit there and go, well, he sucks. See, I told you he sucks. I'm like, dude, you didn't even. Did you watch the match? They were fully coordinated.
Well,
like
the ironic part about it is you see Orbit get squashed. You see my other teammates get splattered, and they seem to have ignored that there was 3 other people that got squashed,
Right.
and then it was all blamed the guy that barely died and the guy that stayed on it. And that's why I left Gravity, because I wasn't willing to get all the stick for a league that didn't support me, you know?
Right. Yeah, that was just... And yeah, here's the thing. You know, Orbit was busy trying to talk to the developers, which he barely did during that fight because he was concentrating, you know.
Yeah.
But he was getting beasted. That Mr. Pale was beasting him.
Yeah, but I beasted Mr. Powell in Ivy Seeker's base. I don't know if you see the video of it.
I have not seen that, no.
Yeah, Ivy Seeker was being killed by Mr. Powell and Aphrodite. And I was in a group with Ivy, and I was like, do you need help? I'll come over to your base. So I went over there, entered his base. Mr. Powell and Aphrodite was a healer and a troll hitting on Ivy. And as soon as I entered that base and walked through that little tunnel, Mr. Powell turned around and just run. He ran out of that base so fast. Because he knows I'd whoop his ass.
Right.
And then we just kind of beat up Aphrodite, and yeah, Mr. Powell is not to be seen anymore.
Man, when you're on Friday Night Legends, though, you know when people are coming in, they got their A game going, and they're going to be gunning for you.
Because, I mean, in all fairness, you're a target because you do talk a lot of trash on your videos. You're a target. Just like Super Patriot's a target. Yeah, I mean, you know.
He must get beat up a real lot, too, Super Patriot.
Damn, he's everyone's bitch.
So, I mean, you know, that was they really wanted to beat you guys. They were I saw him on the chat. If you watch that video from Mr. Pale's point of view, he was in the chat like going, okay. I mean, he had the whole thing coordinated. They had a battle plan.
Yeah.
You know.
I knew it when we went in there first, and I thought we were going to lose because we're not got what they've got.
But it was still it was still fun to watch. I mean, I still enjoyed it, you know.
Didn't Super Patriot get replaced because he was too bad to be on the B team?
Really?
So he's not in that league anymore?
What, the replacements? Yeah, they lived up to their name and got
they
some
replaced
new replacements.
I can't really comment on his PvP. I only ever fought him once, and in that fight, he jumped me from behind out of nowhere in open world.
But you guys ganked
Like,
him. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he called his friend some troller from his league, and then Jay showed up, and then he started running.
Arctic, whatever.
No, it was like Alaska Amazing.
Alaska, that's what it is. Alaska.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that dude.
Yeah.
We saw Mr. E. He was they were farming
No, but
strikers, and I was like, oh, maybe Super Patriot's over here. So I was like following Mr. E around like really far behind looking for Super Patriot, but I guess he was alone. I was like, ah.
The messed up part though, dude. Alaska Amazing ran when Patriot died, and we didn't follow him. The only person that followed him was our healer. He was literally running from a one-on-one with a healer as a troller. Across the map. We didn't even bother chasing, like, let the healer go get him. And he was still running, waiting for Patriot.
Dude, I had a troll beat me up so bad the other day in the fucking streets when I was farming. I put my controller down, and this dude is just standing next to me. And I could see his name, and I could see that he's a gadget troll because he has a turret. And he's just chilling right next to me, and I'm like, is this guy going to beat me up? I don't even have my controller in my hand. Next thing you know, goss, cryofoam, fucking photon blast, I'm dead. I just picked up the controller right at the last second, too. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
and he was talking all this shit, too, in verse. I was like, bro, I got PvE gear on. I don't have my controller in my hand. Are you proud that you're a troll and killed me?
I've never said one thing ever in
Oh my god, he was talking so much trash too. I was like, bro, I didn't even have my controller. Like, you could beat up a healer in PvE gear. You're tough.
They're not gonna care. They're just gonna think they're tough shit, you know?
Don't bother me. I don't care if someone beats me up in open world. I don't PvP. You know, if you jump me in fucking open world and beat me up, more power to you. That's cool.
You see, I'm able to PvP in the game because A, it nets me skill points, which is the main reason.
Okay, Glenn's tune is, if you're playing on the PC, it's Vagrant, so hunt him down. Give him a hard time. Don't let him get all these freaking exobyte farming feeds.
I don't even go in the open world for PvP because what's the point? You don't get influence anymore. You don't get shit for it anymore.
Exactly.
I queue up arenas now. So you might see me fighting in a pug group and carrying their ass sometimes.
No, I get it. What Glenn's trying to say here is, if any of you on the PC server want to send a random scrimmage invite, Vagrant will accept any and all challenges.
You know, though, I will say I'm the fucking Australia champion. You put me on a fucking node in Australia, and you can't get me the fuck off.
You don't even have the win 25-point feed in Australia. What are you talking about?
I got all the win Australia feet.
You're a shit talker. What are you talking about?
Shit gets bad, man. I fucking transform into the monkey and start laying bitches out. There's no fucking joke, man.
You can't heal the vault. What are you talking about? Anyway.
I've died in the vault.
There's a duel between him and a box.
Let me guess. This one time you only tanked the presents.
Only tank.
Oh Jesus! We're gonna get some shit. We're gonna get some shit for this episode, but
yes, we are.
Who cares?
So, Smile, what do you think about the new PvP shit that everybody could debuff everybody?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask him that.
I think that's stupid. What's your opinion on it?
I think I think they're trying something new, but I don't think it's going to pay off because it's just going to take away the definition of being a tank, healer, troll. It's just going to take that away, you know. Everyone's going to go in DPS stance.
I talked about it in my game update look video, and I say basically it's going to add more depth to PvP builds for DPS, you know, for sure. And then maybe, you know, in your role, you're going to have your opposite role debuff, but it's still going to be where you have the confidence boost, and that's going to be the purpose of your role. You're going to be able to splash the shit out of your opposite role still. It's just, you know, if you're a DPS and you're fighting a tank, you know, like they have their shields on, they have all that, you know, damage mitigation. You might be able to rip some of that away for at least a couple seconds.
Think of it though this way. See, I'm a healer, and like I could beat just about every DPS I've gone up against. I basically beat everybody because I could heal myself. But I barely beat a really good DPS. You know what I mean? By the fucking skin of my teeth.
Right.
Now, if that DPS could debuff me, he's gonna whoop my ass now.
True.
You know, I won't be winning by the skin of my teeth anymore.
Yeah, the thing is
I go
that
heals. I go heals.
thing is,
I'm in the same boat.
My question to you is, as a healer, why are you 1v1ing a DPS?
No, you're just throwing layer battles, or you're doing Australia or something, or you're just fighting somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
you're playing a support role. And yeah, in like, layer 2v2s, it's gonna be a little more. You're gonna need a little more strategy.
I'm just talking
that's
in
part
the
of it.
streets and stuff because I don't really PvP. But even if layer battle, I'm just speaking like 1v1 crap. Like I only beat a good DPS because I could heal myself. But now that he's gonna be able to take that ability away from me, now he's gonna beat me.
I think they talked about making it to where if you're in DPS stance and you debuff, it only lasts 6 seconds instead of 12.
So that's 6 seconds. And all that damage, man, they're fucking.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
My heal over time is keeping me alive. If you cut my heal over time in half,
at least they'll have to give up one spot on their loadout bar, though, or maybe more.
Yeah, one spot is huge sometimes.
Yeah.
I think the only thing they had to do was nerf ice because it's OP.
Yep.
Yeah.
We talked about that before. I'm the one who brought that up.
Yeah, because they're giving everyone debuffs, but I'm a full vengeance expert modded fire tank, and if I come across a good DPS, he will get my health down to 25%.
Right.
You have to be good to kill, and that's it. Don't make it easy for people. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah, they're catering. I think they're catering to more of the
debuff,
casual.
You might have a chance. Which is
wait, Shock. How can you say they're catering to more of the casual? The game update's giving them giant neon signs saying "interrupt here" or "do this."
Yeah,
How is that catering to casual?
It's ridiculous.
Giant neon signs and fucking anybody could debuff.
Hey, we could all protest and everyone stop PvPing for a week, and just protest.
Stop PvPing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid.
So we don't like these changes.
No, I think it's stupid.
Trex and our name isn't Super Patriot, but we don't like these changes, so hear us,
Well, that's the thing. They need to listen to more people other than Super Patriot.
Well, that's why we started this show. That's one
They
reason
also-
why
they
we
also-
started this. And
They also need to listen to other people that don't hero side. 'Cause everything is hero side.
That's the main reason Ninja Batman hasn't gotten fixed. Heroes don't complain about it. It's the minority, the villains that do. The heroes don't have to deal with it.
See, I got a fix for Ninja Batman. This is my fix. Ninja Batman is crazy fucking beast, and he jumps around like an animal the whole time. You could have 2 tanks on him, and he doesn't give a shit about anybody. He will just jump around and fuck everybody up. But see, where Ninja Batman gets you is, like, say dual wield, Ninja Batman does the whole triangle lunge. And the splash damage on that is absolutely insane. He will kill 3 people with that. Now, maybe if they just toned it down like Lex, like the guy that's equal to... Who's the guy that's equal to Ninja Batman, they say? That's the jumpy
General Lex.
Professor.
Well, see,
Who's
he
the
has
hardest Lex, Smile?
He's hand blaster, so a single target.
General, I think, because he just 1 minute he's there, next minute he's just on your front door with a sword, isn't it?
Right.
But he got hand blasters, and he's only single target. Like, when he turns around from the tank and kills somebody, he probably only kills 1 person. When Ninja Batman comes out, Ninja Batman takes 3 people out.
Whoa.
Because
he's
the splash damage is just retarded.
Yeah.
And then Ninja Batman got this dot that he puts on you that hits for like $2,000 sometimes too. I don't know what that is. I mean, I'm totally cool with that. They just need to take away his splash damage. It's cool that he kills 1 person if he kills them, but there's no need to have splash damage and taking out the people next to him too.
What was that one thing that you were talking about where he can pull people in and nearly one shot the whole raid?
He gets a buff when he pulls you in.
If he's in the one encounter that has the robot where he gets the buff,
The unstable Nexus
mechanic
drone. Yeah.
if he has that buff on when he pulls you in, Ninja Batman will wipe half your group, if not everybody. He's crazy. Just that one move he does. He'll do the lunge when he pulls you guys in and just kill everybody.
Freaking spelled it wrong. What's wrong with Twitch?
They need to tone his splash damage down. Just make a single target like Lex. That's cool. Leave him jump around like a fucking madman if they really want to, whatever. It's the splash damage that gets you.
this guy
They should
saying?
give hand blasters.
So what's your league called then? Your guys' league?
Me and Kaiser are in a league called Contract Killers. If you look at, I can put our little logo. I made a little logo for the league. It's up on the. It's up.
You use bootleg software.
It's up on the Twitch. It's up on the Twitch.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks
we-
like Deadpool.
Yeah, we're the Contract Killers. Crappy is in the Lifted Research Group. They're all a bunch of potheads.
And I'm gonna be in a league for
If you see one standing around named Brock Hardington, that's the one you want to avoid.
His league is really good though. They have a really strong league. Lifted Research Group. They're really good.
Yeah.
They're just all playing The Last of Us.
They're off
hi,
playing and Glenn I'm not sure has a league.
I'm in Nightmare Legion still.
Oh, okay. But he plays on the PC. Glenn plays
Yeah,
on the PC.
I'm a US PC representative.
Yep. See, I was wanting to get a PC guy when I started this show, and Glenn was like, me, I'm all for it, so it was all good.
I had to get on YouTube somehow.
Well, if you guys want me to be in some more, I can do it to help. And it's interesting. I find it quite cool.
Yeah, right now there's really nothing to talk about.
Yeah, right now we're kind of slow. Like
we're in between shit.
When do you
but
think
we
Game
could
Update
ramble on.
28 is gonna hit? I thought it was gonna hit this
End
week.
of August. Oh, I'm
yeah,
I was thinking
August. There will
DLC.
be August, definite. But then again, Final Fantasy 14's out, so
which
say no more.
Well, before we wrap up the show, what is your thoughts about Final Fantasy 14? I know it's the DC Universe podcast, but I wanted to talk a little because I started playing the game this week on beta. What is that?
Are you
is that a
enjoying
game
it?
that you're gonna like divide your time between? Or?
Well, I've got a big notepad here, and I put everything in it because obviously you've got to be structured. And Final Fantasy 14 is on the page. It's 100% awesome,
Yeah.
And the thing is, you can Skype with your friends and talk while playing, so that takes away not being able to talk
Yeah,
in
it
game.
stinks that it has no chat.
But the game is fun. It's got solo. It's got multiplayer. It's not easy. It's not handed to you on a plate. You have to work for that shit.
Right.
So that's if you're a hardcore MMO player, then Final Fantasy 14 is for you. But if you would rather, get your gear within, I've got 2 sets of PvP, Vengeance, Tank, and DPS within a week.
Right. Yeah, you can't do that in other MMOs. That doesn't happen.
Nope,
But
definitely not.
I think Final Fantasy is gonna. I can feel the game at the moment kinda a little. It's lacking players. DC. So
They
when
need to
Final
do
Fantasy
something to
comes
bring it
out,
back.
I'm worried, to be honest. I am. That's my honest opinion.
Man,
Final
how about
Fantasy's gonna
Grand
take
Theft Auto?
over.
I'm gonna be playing
Oh,
that shit. That
don't.
looks awesome.
Yeah, there's
Face
just a lot
cam.
of games coming out. E3's over. But the PS4 is really going to spark my. I'm still always interested in DC Universe. I'm never going to stop playing. I tried to stop playing for about 2-3 months, and I was miserable. But
That's what we call withdrawal.
yeah, it's bad.
Turkey.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna play Final Fantasy. It's not gonna take the place of DC Universe for me, but because I played Guild Wars 2, it's a lot like Guild Wars 2. To me, that game. What's gonna save Final Fantasy for me is if I'm on the same server as the PlayStation, because I'm gonna play on my gaming PC because it's gonna run better. But if I can play with the PlayStation players on the same server, that's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be unbelievable.
Final Fantasy 14 left a bad taste in my mouth because I played it when it first launched.
Did you chew on the box or something?
No. I might as well have, because that's how good the game was.
Isn't Final Fantasy 14 the
It
new
was
one?
so fucking shitty
No, what happened
back
was
then. Oh my god.
it released originally crappy, but it did so terrible. Pretty much they took it back to square one. I think they got rid of the entire development team and they rebuilt it from the ground up.
Yeah, it's
and
called
now
a
few years
Realm
later, it's
Reborn.
re-releasing.
Oh, yeah.
It's called a Realm Reborn.
Yeah,
And-
it paid off, definite.
Yeah, it's nice.
It was so
Yeah, but-
bad.
Its first version was terrible.
You know,
All the
my
fans of
opinion
11
is
just
it looks really awesome, and I would really like to play it. But I just don't want to get involved in another big game, and that
Yeah, I
one's
don't-
even
I
more to
don't
do
blame
than
you.
this.
I don't blame you
You
at
know.
all.
Because then I'd be slacking on this game. You know.
well, that's
Yeah.
what some people don't realize.
Yeah.
That game's going to be much more of a grind than this. Some people who only played this don't
Yeah,
really
but
know what
with
they're getting
DC,
into.
if you're if you're a player like myself, you've got all the gear, all the marks, everything for months. You have to wait months before something new comes out. So players like myself, that's a good thing. I can play Final Fantasy in
Right.
that time.
Until
That's
the new
what I'm gonna
DLC
do with
drops.
Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto. I'm
Yeah.
gonna play that in between.
Well, technically, DC comes out with content fairly fast. It's just you can complete the content
Yeah.
Right.
faster
just
than
finish
most
it quick.
MMOs. Yeah, see, like other games like WoW will release a raid or like another part of a raid like once every 3 months, but the raids are freaking long as fuck
Yep.
Too long.
because the progression in that game is just much harder. Which is
Yeah.
why I liked the idea of Nexus and Paradox when it first came out because it brought progression to the game. And that's what a lot of people didn't
But
like
it
at
didn't give you
first.
any real strategy like Prime. Prime had real strategy.
People are
Nexus,
saying that DC will shut down. DCUO will not shut down.
No.
They've already
no
said
way.
they've got
No.
years ahead of them.
Yeah.
Well, there's evidence right there. I mean, they say it shuts down. Then why is Asia getting a PC server, and
Right.
why is it porting to the PS4?
No, the game
if
is
it's doing
actually
so bad?
growing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, no
In my
doubt about it. The
opinion-
game is
in
getting
my-
bigger.
In my opinion, it's becoming Sony's new EverQuest. It's becoming that big.
A little bit. Yeah.
I
Well,
would
they're
like.
redoing
I would love it if
EverQuest.
the game got a lot bigger.
Yeah, they're actually redoing EverQuest. At SOE
Really?
Live, they're gonna show a teaser of the new version. They're rebooting it.
Is it going to be flat PS4?
I don't think so.
EverQuest? Oh, that's a shame.
What's going to be
Yeah.
for PS4?
He's asking if
I thought EverQuest was going to have a PS4 version.
maybe it is. To be honest, I don't know.
I could have swore they said that
That would be awesome.
at some point, like they said that you can play PlanetSide 2, you
Yep.
can play EverQuest.
Whoa.
Yep. I hate PlanetSide 2 though. I tried it on the PC and I just can't get into it.
Never played it. What is
I
it?
never played EverQuest either. What's that?
It's a
It's
fantasy.
World of
MMO.
Warcraft before World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
See,
like
man,
the
I'm not into
prototype.
all that fantasy crap. Like, I mean, they do look really good, but like, I guess I could relate to like the comic book stuff. You know?
Yeah. Well, you see enough purple dragons by smoking all that shit, but but anyway,
That's
I'm
why I
just
feel
kidding.
so good.
I'm just kidding, Crappy.
That's why I'm nature.
I gotta give you a hard time, you know that. Yeah, the next time I get on Facebook and need a healer, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, go screw yourself, Count."
God, I remember that now. I'm gonna remember this next time you need a heal and I'm running something with you. I'd be like, oh, I couldn't push my button fast enough. I got a thumb cramp. I dropped my controller.
But anyway, I was thinking about wrapping it up here in a minute or two. We've been going on quite a while.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Each.
Well, I don't have that quite. We're going on 2 hours here of actual, something like that.
It's been a good chat, definitely.
That's good though. I got a lot of farming in.
Yeah, if you want to tell everyone once again, Smile, where they can reach you at, where they can see your stuff.
Oh, yeah, you can check my stuff out. DCO commentary. It would be in the picture with the awesome looking ghost guy with his hands out. Just- But yeah,
But
you're most welcome.
you got Facebook too, right? You got
Yeah, type SmileB4Death in the search, and I've got 550 followers so far.
Nice. And like I said, you can anybody watching, you can go to iTunes, just search just click on the little podcast part. You can search the DCUO project. It'll come up. This is episode 13. I think all the other episodes are there for downloading. We
Should
might be
be.
missing one, but you can go ahead and do that if you want to catch up on some past episodes. Not sure why you'd want to do that, but you know.
You could find Kaiser at smallasianmail.com. He live streams every night.
Yeah.
You're the one that kept looking up Fast and the Furious porn. I don't want to hear it.
Why don't you Google mustard snack and see what comes up?
Anyway,
I don't want to. The last time you told us
Anybody
to
got a
Google
computer?
something,
If you got a computer,
No, the
browse
last time
Google
you told us
mustard
to
snack.
Google
All
something,
right.
Jay Googled it and it wrecked his computer. I'm not trusting anything you say to Google.
Well, we also
Yep.
have a Facebook
Sounds
page. You
moderate.
can see us at www.facebook.com/the DCO project. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Once again, thanks, Smile, for joining us. You're welcome anytime.
Oh, thank you.
You're
And
a-
yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're a load of you're a riot to talk to. 'Cause, you got a lot of stories. You got a lot of
I've
cool
got more stories,
so.
mate.
You're always into something, so. So anyway, we're gonna sign off for the evening. So we will talk to you next week.
See you guys.
Later.